football.
Gomez and Company welcome former SU quarterback Eric Dungey thanks to Liverpool Pool and Spa on the flagship station of SU football, TK99 and TK105.
Live from his home in Oregon. Eric, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing, Gomez?
Good. And now in your neck of the woods, you've been getting that bomb cyclone, rain, snow, wind combination. Did you experience much of that in Oregon?
Yeah, you know what? And it was just very windy, as I think the biggest thing that I've realized in the past couple of days is just incredibly windy over and then just a lot of leaves blowing off the trees and everything else. So other than that, just a lot of rain, which is not out of the ordinary, and just incredibly windy. So.
All right, cool. Before we talk about tomorrow's game, highlight of the week for you, non-sports related.
Highlight of the week, for me, it was just being able to golf one or two times this week. As you were talking about with the cyclone coming through, not sure I was going to be able to get out there, but we've had 1 or 2 days in the weather where it's been a solid, a little sunny and 45, 50 degrees, and got out there and played some golf with my brother, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, on to the game tomorrow. An opportunity to go 8-3 for Coach Fran Brown and the team, and that would be, at least I think, mentally a good number to hit for the team and for fans, obviously. But before we talk about the game, it's also Senior Day tomorrow, and it's a big day for the guys who spent their whole time there, whether it's 4 years or 5 or 1 now. And does that make it more difficult or just different in general, Eric, with the era of transfer portals and guys coming and going, the significance for the guys in the team maybe of a senior day compared to when you were a senior, when you were finishing your career at Syracuse?
Yeah, you know what? I think for what Coach Brown has done in his first year has been incredible. He has been able to build his culture, build his culture from the start here, and going 7-3, a potential chance to go 8-3. What he's done, and Kyle and all these guys, it's really phenomenal. I think the chance that they have, especially going against UConn, and UConn is no slack this year. 7-3, they're solid themselves, and I think everyone's writing this off as a W on the scoreboard. And Syracuse should go in if they're able to take care of the ball. They should be able to get this 7-3 chance and go to 8-3. But I think the culture that Coach Brown has brought to this program has been phenomenal, and you just got to tip your cap to him. Winners wash, and he's built that from the ground up, and I'm excited. Going in for Senior Day, it's a lot of eagerness and for the chance of them, and I'm just thrilled for this opportunity that Syracuse has, and I think they should go in. They should get this win, and it's awesome for them. Really, you got to tip your cap to Coach Brown and everything that he's done. So it's truly great though, and they have a chance to go to a great bowl game, and it's awesome.
With regards to recruiting, obviously a nice 8-3 season and a chance to play significant games. The very last game of the year against Miami, depending on how things work out this weekend, that game of significance. So to be playing a significant game this late in the season is something that Coach wanted to impress upon the players. And this week, Marlo Wax and Justin Barron, some of the other guys were asked about that. And like to your point about the culture, I think a lot of fans and maybe players up until this year had that mental, okay, we got to get to 6 wins so we can get bowl eligible, where Coach Fran has impressed upon them kind of a one game at a time, and we're going to win a national championship someday. So when they were asked about that, those players that I just mentioned said that hasn't even come up. Like that 6-win bowl thing, it's like, hey, we're going for 8, 9, 10, and let's play on New Year's Day. That's the kind of mentality that has been brought to the program.
Yeah, exactly. And for those guys like Marlo, and for other guys like Kyle and Ronde, this is the culture that Coach Brown has brought to this program. And I think going forward in the future, they're going to be successful with that. It's not just the 6 wins or 7 wins. It's like, hey, we have the chance to do something great here. And now they're sitting at 7-3. They're sitting pretty, and they have a chance to go 8-3 and then potentially 9-3, depending on how that game against Miami goes. And you're putting yourself in a good situation, and depending on that bowl game, wherever you are at, you have that chance to get to double digits wins. And as a first-year head coach, that's really all you can imagine. And I just, I put myself back in that situation. And, we worked so hard from, freshman and sophomore year, the 4 and 8 seasons and everything that you go through. And for Coach Brown to come in and have that potential for a double-digit win in his first year, it's actually truly incredible. So you just got to tip your cap to Coach and all these recruits that he's brought in, and to Kyle McCord, and the number that he's put up throughout the whole season, essentially averaging 320 plus yards a game. It's just an impressive stat for him. And the defense has found a way to be on the better half of the games. And, for this offense, 300 yards a game it's just something that you kind of look back and you're like, that is truly an impressive feat. So I'm happy for the direction that Syracuse is heading. I think they get a new quarterback in there for the following year, and they're able to continue to put up those numbers. But this season is, kind of lived out to the best case scenario for Syracuse fans. Obviously, you wish you could have been on the brighter sides of those 3 losses, but looking back on the entire season, you just got to kind of just grimace, because this is truly been quite an incredible season for Syracuse.
And last but not least, for the game tomorrow, what does Syracuse have to do to avoid stubbing her toe against the team that they are double-digit favorites against?
Yeah, you know what? Just comes down to take care of the ball. And I think for Kyle, it's just getting the ball in the right guy's hands with Trevor Pena and Aronde himself. And then if LeQuinn can put up a 100-yard game as well, we saw the success that Syracuse has had with those games, that they've been able to dominate the run game. But for them, it just comes down to the turnover margin. If they're able to take care of the ball, I think Syracuse will come out on that brighter side.
Eric, thanks again. Have a fantastic weekend. We will update and chat again on Monday morning. Hopefully a W to talk about, and then the Miami game to look forward to.
Sounds good. Thanks, Gomez.
Thank you, Eric.